In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful. Uh, this is a seminar course, and I'm going to talk more about how to write a good research proposal. As you remember, in this course, we are going to learn how to write a well-structured and appropriate research proposal for the research we are going to do after that. And you know that uh, in order to be able to write a very good research proposal, we have to follow a set of rules and regulations. And apart from that, we should know the uh, different types of ingredients for how to write, appropriately in English. Apart from that, we have to be familiar with the rules and regulations of proposal writing. I told you that for writing a research proposal, we have to include three sections. The first section is introduction, the second one is literature review, and the third section is methodology, method or methodology. And these three sections would form the three chapters of our research, of our thesis, or a thesis or dissertation. So we have to be very careful about how to write it, because in the future it is going to be improved or expanded into our thesis chapters. So when these chapters have been written, these proposal is formed, and it's going to be presented to the department of that particular institution or university, in which this kind of research is going to be done. I told you that proposal is actually a proposal given to that institution in order to show them how this research is going to be done, what kind of potentialities are there, what kind of applicability or possible problems or limitations will be faced by the researcher, and how it is going to be done, under what kind of procedures or categories it is going to be done, and what would be the subjects or participants of that particular research, uh, and so forth, and so on and so forth. So that's why we write a proposal for the institution or university in which we are working, or doing the research for. Now I'm going to tell you how to write a first-class research proposal. There are 5 essential ingredients for a dissertation or thesis research proposal. Writing up a strong research proposal for the dissertation or thesis is much like a marriage proposal. What do you do in a marriage proposal? You propose to somebody, you try to show your potentialities, your characteristics and the like, and then uh, uh, you know uh, let that person select it or choose you as a kind of appropriate person for her or his life. So um, it's like a kind of marriage proposal. Why? It's a task that calls on you to win somebody over and persuade them that what you are planning is a great idea. You're going to persuade somebody that what you're going that you would be a kind of great person with great characteristics, right? Or what you're planning is a great idea. It shows your plan to that person. Therefore, writing a research proposal is also a way of persuading the administrators or the people who are over there, the people in charge, in that institution or university, to understand uh, whether your plan for the future of their company is great or not. So an idea they are happy to say yes to, right? When they are persuaded, they would say yes. So this yes would be given even in marriage proposal, not only in marriage proposal, but in research proposals would be given also to the researcher. When you propose yourself, when you propose your research to the administrators and they are persuaded or they are convinced that what you're going to do is great, or you're planning a great idea, therefore you will receive a yes. This means that your dissertation proposal needs to be persuasive, right? Attractive and well planned, right? Persuasive, attractive, and well planned. This is very important. It should be attractive as well. Not just, decorating your proposal with some kind of nice words and these things, but it should be done. I'm talking about research proposal. The research proposal should be attractive because it should be a kind of a new research, something which is going to add something to the body of knowledge, something which is going to make some great changes or movements in that particular institution. And at the same time, it should be well planned. You should know what you're going to do. You should know where you will start and where you will end that research. So it should be well planned. It means that the subjects, the participants should be clearly stated. The methodology, the research methodology should be clearly presented. The place you're going to do that research, your features as a researcher, your potentialities should be stated. The way you're going to analyze the data should be, presented well. So these are the way that make it persuasive and attractive. I'll show you how to write a winning dissertation proposal from scratch, from the beginning, right? So let's see how to write a research proposal. First, understand exactly what a research proposal is and its purpose. This is the first point. 2, assess whether you're ready by asking 4 important questions, right? And 3, craft a compelling, attractive, descriptive title. Title of that research is very important. The title should be, attractive and persuasive, and should be, limited. At the same time that it is limited, it should be comprehensive as well, showing all the variables of that study and the relationship. 4, write up an engaging introduction chapter. Engaging introduction chapter. I told you that the first chapter of your proposal consists of introduction. And I'll tell you that in introduction there are some other subtitles or subsections that should be included, like statement of the problem, significance of the study, purpose of the study, research questions, research hypothesis if applied, and limitation of the study, and definition of the key terms. 5, clearly define the scope of your proposed research. I talk about the scope as well. Compile a preliminary literature review. This is the second chapter of your proposal, which is also very important, a very important section. Of course, the literature review is not a chapter which is going to be, written from your understanding and, based on your own knowledge. No, this is a review of the previous literature which has been done or written in that field. That's why it is called literature review. So that literature review should be written based on the topic you have selected, not just the literature which are not related. So that's why sometimes we call it review of the related literature. 7, describe your proposed research design and methodology. This is the third section, or as we call it, the third chapter, the research design and methodology, or we call it methodology or research method, the third chapter of your proposal. And 8, discuss the practical considerations and risks. So let's see, what are they? What exactly is a research proposal? The research proposal is literally that a written document that communicates what you propose to research in a concise format. All right, so it's a written document that communicate with whom? With the administrators of that what organization or university. What you propose to research, what you're going to do in that particular research, right? For example, an institution has asked you, for example, to come and study on a particular topic. There are some problems. For example, there is not a good relationship between the staff of that institution or university and the the clients or the students and the like. So this is a problem, and the manager of that company or institution does not know why this happens. Therefore, he asks some researchers to come and study this problem in order to find a good answer to this problem. For finding a good problem, for finding a good answer to that problem, the researcher should actually first of all should find the problem and then write an appropriate proposal on that particular problem, which consists of different sections, as I told you: introduction, literature review, methodology, and then a very a good, persuasive, and compelling title should be written for that proposal. The title normally is modified and written at the end of doing the job, because maybe some other changes or modifications would be applied to that. So if it's where you put all that stuff that is spinning around in your head down onto paper. You've got many different ideas and thoughts about that particular problem, so you have to put them down on a piece of paper in a logical, convincing fashion. This logical and convincing fashion means that you have to follow the procedures of appropriate proposals, right? Convincing is the key word here, as your research proposal needs to convince the assessor that your research is clearly articulated, clear research questions. This is very important, because the research question can be actually called the heart of your research, because you can show the problem of that particular point through your research questions. You state the problem through your research questions, and how those that problem or those problems are going to be solved would be articulated through these well-written research questions. So, and worth doing, it means that it's unique and valuable enough to justify the effort. You should show that it's worth doing. Sometimes the research is not worth doing. It is a research. There is a problem, but it is not worth doing. It's not economical. It would be too expensive, for example, to do a research on that, or that would be a very unimportant or trivial point to do a research. So we have to specify whether it is worth doing that research or not. Is it a unique and valuable title or point, right? Is it valuable? This uniqueness is the point that we say that if we are going to do a research, that research should be a new one. You should not do something which has been already done, Although you can work on previous topics and subjects, but you have to look at that from different angles, or you have to look from different perspectives, right? This is the point of uniqueness. And also it should be valuable. This value should be stated in that part which is called significance of the study. Significance of the study in your proposal. And doable, is it doable? Can it be done? Is it practical, right? Is it applicable? Is it doable with